My sister demanded I abort my baby so she could be first. The rest of the family turned on me. What happened next left them in silence. After 7 months of trying, I finally got pregnant. My husband and I had been through disappointment after disappointment, so when that test showed positive, I cried for an hour straight. We decided to tell my family at Sunday brunch, thinking they'd be as excited as we were. Everyone cheered except my younger sister, Vanessa. She was 28, newly engaged, and had been dropping hints about wanting kids for months. But the second I made the announcement, her face went completely white. Then she slammed her mimosa glass down so hard it cracked right down the middle. Orange juice pooled across the white tablecloth. "You don't get to be first," she said, her voice shaking. That was supposed to be me. I thought she was joking. Maybe some weird competitive sister thing that would blow over. She wasn't joking. The next day, she showed up at my apartment unannounced. Didn't even knock, just used the spare key I'd given her for emergencies. I was making lunch when she walked into the kitchen holding a stack of papers. Abortion clinic brochures. 3 different locations. And she'd already scheduled appointments in my name for the following week. "Pick one," she said, completely serious. "I'll drive you." My husband came in from the living room, saw what was happening, and ripped the papers right out of her hands. Tore them into pieces. Vanessa screamed that I was stealing her moment, that she'd been planning this, that I was selfish and didn't understand what this meant to her. We had to physically walk her to the door. A week later, my mom called. Family meeting, emergency. Everyone needed to be there. I showed up thinking maybe it was about something serious. Health issue, financial problem, something real. Instead, Vanessa was standing by the fireplace with her laptop connected to the TV. She'd made an actual PowerPoint presentation. Title slide, family timeline, and fairness. For 20 minutes, she went through slides explaining how my pregnancy disrupts the natural order, how she's younger and should logically have kids first, how I'm being inconsiderate of her feelings. She had charts, she had bullet points. She even had a poll she'd sent to extended family members asking who should have the first grandchild. My mom sat there nodding along. My aunt kept saying, "She has a point." My dad, who usually stays out of drama, actually spoke up and suggested maybe I should consider waiting a year to keep the peace. Like, I could just pause a pregnancy. I looked around the room at these people who were supposed to love me. Then I stood up and walked out without saying a word. My husband followed. We didn't go back. 2 months passed. Complete silence from everyone. No calls, no texts, nothing. I figured they'd made their choice. Then my baby shower arrived. My friends threw it, my husband's family came, and it was actually beautiful for once. No drama, no judgment, just people who actually cared. Until the door flew open. Vanessa walked in 8 months pregnant. Massive belly, glowing skin, wearing a custom shirt that said, "First grandchild loading," in sparkly letters. My mom and aunt were right behind her, grinning like this was some kind of victory parade. Everyone in the room went silent. Vanessa spun around slowly, showing off her belly to my friends, my coworkers, people she'd never even met. "Surprise," she announced. "I'm due in 3 weeks. Guess I'll be first after all." My best friend looked at me, horrified. My husband stood up like he was about to throw them out, but I just smiled. "Congratulations, Vanessa," I said calmly. "That's really exciting. I'm due in 2 weeks." The color drained from her face. She'd done the math wrong, or maybe she just assumed I'd go late. Either way, her smug grin disappeared instantly. She marched across the room, grabbed my arm hard enough to bruise, and leaned in close. "Doesn't matter," she whispered, her breath hot against my ear. "Mine's coming first, even if I have to force it." Then she walked out, taking mom and my aunt with her. The next day, my phone rang at 6 in the morning. It was my mom, and she was hysterical, barely coherent through the sobbing. Vanessa had tried inducing labor early using some sketchy pills she'd ordered online and nearly died on her bathroom floor when her neighbor heard screaming and called 911. The family finally went quiet.